This is something which is going to revolutionize the way math ought to be taught. So we huddled together and formed Vedantu Olympiad School Junior. After the end of the 8 sessions, we are going to conduct a test. So there will be 5 core tests. Again, the topics are going to be number patterns and operations, fractions, decimals and powers. Hi everyone, good evening, Jai Hind. So I am going to introduce Vedantu Olympiad School Junior courses for the students of grades 3rd to 7th. And mind you, this is something which is going to revolutionize the way math ought to be taught. Math should be taught to the students. Now, we have been teaching to the senior grade. So as the students of grade 8th to 12th, we've been improving their mathematics, improving their logic. We have had India's best results for the past 3-4 years now, teaching students at the highest level, making students go to the best universities, not only in India, but also abroad. But one problem that we've been facing, particularly with the students who had joined and who should join us in grades 8th, 9th or 10th, was one of the 3 problems. One, their calculations were really poor. They were not very good or comfortable with the calculations. The second point was the fundamentals were not right? So they would know hows, but not know whys. Real math is knowing whys of the things. And the third was they were very poor in logic. So we huddled together and asked ourselves, is there anything we can do for a junior grade so that the students who ultimately reach at this point of time and who want to do really good in mathematics, who really want to improve their fundamental way of thinking, the life becomes easier for them. This gave us the idea of establishing VOS Juniors, that is the courses, the perfectly crafted and designed courses, particularly for these students. So we huddled together and formed Vedantu Olympiad School Junior, the perfect courses for the students of grade 3rd to 7th, knowing what all things do they require. So for the students of grade 3 to 6, every class, which is going to be a 60-minute class, is going to be broken down into 3 parts. The first part is going to be consisting of a 40-minute core concept, wherein we are going to underline the whys instead of hows. This is the real way of doing mathematics, followed by a 10-minute brain puzzle or thought problem that we call. It is going to be predefined, and some of the problems, of course, we are going to discuss in the class. In some cases, we are also going to involve the parents. We are going to ask the students to discuss these problems with their siblings, parents, so that they're able to come up with amazing solutions which are going to be discussed in the next class. So every class, there is going to be a 10-minute dedicated time on this kind of speed mathematics, wherein we are going to discuss some really basic concepts of mathematics which can be converted into speed mathematics. For grade 7th, the time is going to be 90 minutes per session, and the core concept would be 60 minutes followed by 15 minutes of brain puzzle, and it is going to be predefined followed by 15 minutes of speed mathematics. So these are the 3 most important mathematics ingredients required for these young minds, and of course we want to train them on this in every class that we teach for these students. Now, what do we mean by the brain problem or the thought puzzle? So thought problems are going to be something like this. AB multiplied by 6 is BBB, and they have to find A and B, where A and B represent digits, and deduce them logically. Something like this, which may not involve a lot of mathematics, but logic. So brain math, the thought problems are basically there to improve the logic of the child, which again is going to help him later down the line. Make the left arrangement look like the right arrangement by moving only 3 circles from left arrangement, right? So how to deduce it logically, right? So of course, by hit and trial, a lot of students might be able to solve this problem by, putting in a lot of time. But can you deduce this logically? So this is just to improve the logic levels of the children, right? So something like this, how many triangles are there in this figure? Again, what is the logical argument to count the number of such small figures in every figure, right? So logic is the main key. Logic is the core idea, followed by, of course, the whys of the things. Now, why is the whys important? Because a lot of students already know how to do a thing, because this is something which is being taught to the students from the younger grade. But again, they're not able to tell the whys, the mathematics, the thing behind that particular principle. For example, I always take one example like a number is divisible by 3 when the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. A lot of students know this when they are in grade 5th, 6th, 7th. But again, majority of the students will not be able to answer this even till grade 11, grade 12th level, right? So this is something that we need to improve, because once we've put in the habit of asking whys, the child is not only going to be good in mathematics, but it is going to imply this logic to all the other subjects. Now, the learning continues after the class as well. So what is going to happen after the class? So class is going to be followed by an assignment. So there is going to be a dedicated assignment which is going to be done by the student. And then there will be a 10-minute test. The test can be given by the student at any time before he attends the next class. So test is going to tell us and also the parents where the child is weak at, so that we are able to take appropriate steps to improve that particular topic or the subtopic, or that particular proficiency of the child. And of course, the test that we're going to take and also the main test, the reports are going to be shown to the parents as well. Now, this is what the child is going to develop after taking these courses. Of course, he's going to get better in school marks. There is no doubt in that. Strong conceptual understanding, that is the whys. It is very, very, very important. Speed and accuracy in mathematics, these are the two most important elements if the child wants to write any competitive exams at any level in India or abroad. Logical thinking ability. So this is where most of the students in India are weak at. Something that has been taught to them, they'll be able to do. But if there's something new, they will not be able to do the thing. So again, we have to improve and work on the logical ability, improve the logical ability of the child so that he is able to do things on his own, even if the student has not done those things formally. Confidence in competitive exams and long-term Olympiad foundation. If the child has Olympiad aims, he wants to represent India, or if he wants to clear certain levels in official Indian Olympiad which are taken by the government of India, he would be able to lay a very strong foundation there. So every course has been divided into 5 modules consisting of number theory, geometry, combinatorics, logic, and algebra. Every module is going to have 8 sessions. Now, after the end of the 8 sessions, we are going to conduct a test. So there will be 5 core tests so that we are able to identify the weak topics if there are any. Also, for the students who wish to write other math contests like SOF, and there are certain important ones, good ones like NMTC, we will be conducting extra classes and also providing them tests for the students who wish to write them. You will also be receiving a detailed report card which is going to include the number of sessions scheduled versus attended, total duration, total quizzes, the class performance of the child. Everything is going to be in very great detail, which is not only going to help the parents but also the teachers to work on the children at a later stage. Every student gets a student account manager, and of course, any problem that you face in or outside the class, you will be able to directly get in touch with the SAM, student account manager, which is going to help you in academic coordination, non-academic concerns, technical issues, and of course listening to the challenges faced by the students. Now these are the different courses for the students of grades 3 to 7. So there is a grade 3 program which is going to start from 16th of March. The class days are going to be Monday and Thursday, 7 to 8 p.m. All the courses from 3 to 6 are going to be taken by Amit Modak sir. Now there is grade 3 weekend, which is for the students who are busy on their weekdays, have some hobbies or activities going on. It is going to start on 20th of March. The weekdays are Saturdays and Sundays, 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Now there's a grade 4 weekday batch going to start from 17th of March. Tuesday and Friday are the the days, and the class timings are 7 to 8 p.m. Grade 4 weekend is going to start from 20th of March, Saturday and Sunday, 5:45 to 6:45 p.m. Grade 5, 16th of March, it is starting Mondays and Thursdays, 8:15 to 9:15 p.m. And grade 5 weekend, 20th March, Saturday, Sundays, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. While grade 6 is going to start from 17th of March, Tuesday and Friday, 8:15 to 9:15. Grade 6 weekend, 20th of March is the starting date. Saturdays and Sundays, 8:15 to 9:15 p.m. All these courses from grade 3 to 6 are going to be taken by Amit Modak sir, who has been teaching these or taking these courses for a long time. For grade 7, this is only going to be one batch, that is weekday, which is going to start from 31st of March, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 to 8:30 p.m. and it is going to be taken by Praveen sir. Now to explain Olympiad Math Mastery Grade 3, there are going to be 45 classes. Remember, there are 5 modules, 8 classes per modules, plus 1 discussion class every module. So again, 45 classes. Every module is going to have a test, so 5 practice tests. practice assignment after every class. There's going to be a test after every class. And of course, you are going to also get student account manager monthly student performance report. Also, for the students who also wish to write these math contests like SOF, there are going to be separate additional classes only and only for the preparation of SOF. We're going to discuss the previous year questions of SOF both for stage 1 and stage 2. 10 sessions and 5 SOF pattern tests additional apart from these classes. As I've already mentioned, the start date 16th of March, weekend batch it is 20th of March, batch days for the weekdays Monday and Thursday, for weekend it is Saturday and Sunday. For the weekdays, the batch timing are 7 to 8:30. For weekend, it is 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Again, it is going to be taken by Amit sir. The price of this batch is 11,000 rupees. Now, as I mentioned, there are going to be 5 modules. So, number, sense and structure, arithmetic, operation lab, fractions, expressions and strategies, measurement, geometry and patterns, followed by brain power, logic, data, reasoning. So, all these 5 modules are going to have 8 sessions each, and followed by a discussion, followed by a test, wherein we are able to also recognize what are the weak areas, what are the strong areas of the students, and we are able to work on them accordingly. Right? Of course, it is going to be an awesome course. As I mentioned, every class there is going to be a core 40-minute core concept followed by a brain problem, a brain puzzle, and a 10-minute discussion on the calculations part. For grade 4th, same structure, 45 classes, 5 tests. For weekdays, the start date is 16th of March. For weekend, it is 20th of March. I've already discussed this. The batch price is 11,000 rupees. And again, the topics are number, sense and operations, factors, fractions and decimals, algebra thinking and number properties, geometry, measurement and mensuration, followed by mathematical reasoning and data skills. So 5 modules, each module consisting of 8 sessions and also one discussion session followed by a test. Right. So this is how it is going to be in grade 5. Same structure, exactly the same structure. I've already talked about the timings, and again the price is 11,000 rupees, going to be taken by Amit sir. Again, the topics are going to be number, patterns and operations, fractions, decimals and powers, measurements and learning geometry, percent, probability and brainstorming puzzles, and data, patterns and reasoning. So every logical model is also based on a different theme every year. And for grade 6, exactly same structure. I've already talked about the timings. For grade 5th and 6th, there are going to be additional NMTC classes. So NMTC is one amazing contest which is taken by one of the mathematical societies, and it is a school-based concept. So if you are eligible to write NMTC via your school, we will be conducting extra additional classes apart from the normal 45 classes that are going to give you in this particular course. The price of this batch is 11,000 rupees, and the topics are knowing numbers and number properties, powers, roots and sequences, algebraic thinking, ratio and reasoning, geometry and symmetry, statistics and mathematical reasoning. Right. So grade 7th, exactly same structure, just that the session length is going to be 90 minutes instead of 60 minutes in the lower grades. So exactly everything is going to be same. And apart from this, we are also going to provide SOF sessions, additional SOF sessions for the students who are willing to write SOF exams, and also additional NMTC sessions for the students who are eligible to write NMTC as well. It is going to be taken by Praveen sir. The batch price is 11,000 rupees. The topics that we're going to cover is mental ability, number system 1, algebra, geometry and number system 2. So each of these modules are going to have 8 sessions each, followed by a discussion session and a test also. Now these are some of our crowns, students who have done really well, particularly in the toughest contest at their age. Right. So we consider NMTC exam the bar. Right. So students who are able to clear NMTC either stage 1 or stage 2 are the ones who are really going to make it and do really well in future. So these are the stage 2 results of NMTC, right? So for the students who do not know NMTC, what NMTC is, this is also for the parents. I would again request you to Google NMTC, download the past year papers of grade 5th, grade 6th. This is the first level, starting level, and see where the student or the child stands. Right, so this is what we prepare the students for, and these are some of the students who run really well after stage 2. There are around 20 to 30 students who get selected from across India who clear NMTC, and of course these are students who do really well later down the line as well. And of course, there are other contests wherein our students have done really well. These are some of the results. And not only this, we again, teach mathematics with the activity. So this is a tangram activity that we conducted in one of our batches. And of course, the students are learning to find the areas using the tangram techniques here, right? So this is something that we keep on doing with our students, particularly with the younger grades, so as to improve their confidence level, right? So this is something that is going to happen in every grade in Vedantu Olympiad School Junior batches. And of course, if you're interested, you can find the links of these courses in the description. When you click on the links, you will be able to find all the details which I've mentioned. And should you have any issue, you can also fill the form which is there in the description box. Our team is going to get back to you. Take care. Looking forward to see you all in the batches. All the best.